Carney lands in Kuala Lumpur, determined to secure Canada-ASEAN trade deals. Amid Trump's fake Reagan-ad fury and terminated talks, Canada pitches itself as a reliable partner, navigating regional tensions and US-China mineral rivalries. Southeast Asia watches closely as Ottawa fights to protect access, influence, and economic growth. It was a tense October 25th in Kuala Lumpur as Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney touched down for the ASEAN summit. His delegation arrived focused, determined to secure a landmark free trade agreement with the Southeast Asian bloc, one that could open booming markets to Canadian exporters. But even before discussions began, a political storm loomed. Just 2 days earlier, US President Donald Trump had abruptly scrapped all trade negotiations with Canada, triggering fears of a renewed trade war. The cause: a television ad produced by Ontario's government featuring former President Ronald Reagan praising free trade. Trump denounced the ad as fake, claiming it misrepresented Reagan's stance on tariffs. En route to Asia, he went further, publicly accusing Canada of dishonesty and claiming Ottawa had fabricated Reagan's statements.
Well, Canada lied. I mean, what they did was terrible. They made up a fake statement by President Reagan. Reagan was a big supporter of tariffs when needed. And we need tariffs for national security. And they totally turned it around because they're getting hurt by tariffs and we're gaining by tariffs. They've used tariffs on us when we had different presidents very successfully, and they've taken a lot of money out of our country, and now we're taking it all back. And so they went out and they made a fake commercial. The Reagan Foundation went crazy when they saw it because it was, the opposite. It was the opposite of what Ronald Reagan liked tariffs, and when necessary, he would use tariffs.
Markets reacted swiftly, and the move evoked memories of early NAFTA-era trade clashes. Trump's abrupt termination of negotiations set a combative tone, leaving Canada to navigate ASEAN without a clear path to US engagement. Despite the tensions, Carney maintained a measured response. Speaking before leaving Ottawa, he emphasized that Canadian officials had been engaged in detailed, constructive negotiations and were prepared to resume talks with Washington when the opportunity arose.
And it's in that context that our officials, my colleagues, have been working with their American colleagues on detailed, constructive negotiations, discussions on specific transactions, specific sectors, steel, aluminum, and energy. And a lot of progress has been made. And we stand ready to pick up on that progress and build on that progress when the Americans are ready to have those discussions, because it will be for the benefit of workers in the United States, workers in Canada, and families in both of our countries.
With the US-Canada dispute looming, Carney's focus in Kuala Lumpur was clear: position Canada as a reliable, long-term partner for Southeast Asia. The Canadian delegation highlighted the benefits of a Canada-ASEAN free trade agreement, designed to give Canadian exporters access to one of the world's fastest-growing economic regions. A senior aide explained,
"It's a very dynamic region. We want Canadian businesses to be part of that growth."
Carney's team sought to show that, despite tensions with Washington, Canada can offer Southeast Asia stability and cooperation, creating alternatives to over-reliance on the US. For now, no meeting between Trump and Carney is scheduled. Yet the Prime Minister's message to Southeast Asia is deliberate. Canada remains committed to partnership, trade, and regional growth. Even under the shadow of a potential trade standoff with the US, Carney is pitching a vision of reliable, long-term engagement with the bloc.